What's up, guys? This is episode 5 of the 3 Questions with a Thru Hiker series. This is an important episode for me. I actually get to talk with one of my good friends, actually one of my longest friends. I've hiked a lot of miles with him over the years, and I'm excited to pick his brain about some of the time he spent on trail.
My name's Aaron Banks. My trail name's Beehive. I thru hiked the AT 2016, and I'll be thru hiking the PCT 2018.
For those of you that don't know, I've actually hiked probably 1,500 miles with Beehive over the years, and something that I just have wanted to know for a long time is you got into backpacking like a year before I did, but like where did you get your like biggest motivation to hike the AT from?
That's like a really big question because my like relationship with AT goes back like before that first AT hike. So like when I was growing up, we went on a lot of camping trips. And nothing like crazy backpacking or anything, but it's crazy because a lot of the times when I was hiking the AT, I would end up like crossing some place that I was at when I was like 12 years old, not even realizing at the time that I was on like this giant trail that had all this culture on it. But all the times I was on the AT at that age, I don't recall ever even seeing a thru hiker. But anyways, when Kyle originally wanted to set out on that first backpacking trip, he just randomly was like, "Hey man, like, do you want to hike the state of Connecticut?" I was like, "I've never been to Connecticut. Like, is that a thing? Like, you can hike like a state? Like, that's possible?" And we did it, and the time period that we were there was just like right in the middle of like thru hiker season. So I remember that entire trip we just kept meeting thru hikers over and over and over again. And then on our last night we were at Riga Shelter right before you climb Bear Mountain, and there was a couple there. I think their names were Night Train and Nothing Man, and we just like we were talking to them, and really like they just like kept pounding it in that like we needed to like thru hike, like really just being so encouraging, and everybody we met was like, yeah, like you should do this, like you have to do this. And 3 years later, I think it was, like I was taking my first steps.
Second question for you, man. I know why I'm attracted to thru hiking, but what's the most alluring aspect for you?
Is on the outside, on the surface, like it seems like such a crazy thing to do, and such like an impossible thing to do, which, now having like hiked as many miles as I have, like I know it's not impossible, so it's like this big task that I know that I can like accomplish, and the only thing that's going to take to accomplish it is going to be me doing it, and obviously there's like sacrifice related to that, but I think the biggest thing is just something that draws you into like the lifestyle of just seeing something new every day, and like it's just so like raw and authentic. It just feels like I'm at my natural state of being. I'm at my happiest when I'm at that out there.
Last and maybe most relevant question for you is, since the PCT is so close for the both of us, we leave in like 21 days. What are you most excited for? What's got you most stoked?
For me, it's been 2 years too long since I've like actually been on trail for a long time. I mean, I've had like my adventures and stuff, but it's just been like 2 years of living in the real world and trying to get things figured out. And like, yeah, man, I'm just really excited, having like worked and saved and gotten to this point to just enjoy it. I'm like a bad person to ask like about like what specifically I'm like looking to see, because I'm just kind of winging it. But again, like I'm like way comfortable doing that because I know I'm gonna like my feet are gonna hit that trail and everything's gonna be all right. Like rain, sleet, snow, like everything's fine.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. That concludes episode 5. I'm gonna go ahead and link Beehive stuff in the description. Go ahead and give him a follow on Instagram, and actually he's going to be doing a YouTube channel as well this year, I hope.
Yeah, I'm going to step up my social media game, get a camera, and hopefully have some hiking and climbing and general dirtbaggery
Sweet.
to share with you guys.
Yeah, it should be cool. We're gonna go climb in Colorado on the 14th. We're gonna leave Columbus, so we've got like a 1,200 mile road trip ahead of us, and climb for like 6 days, and then catch a flight to Denver, catch a flight from Denver to San Diego. And then my buddy that I met on the CDT Red Bass is gonna pick us up and take us to Campo. So we've got some cool stuff in the works, so keep an eye out, and yeah, thanks for watching.